Guys, so is there a card you find maybe in a standard, pioneer, modern format, or even, or, in any format you play, that just is really annoying when you play against it? You kind of very salty. Welcome to MTG Salty Sundays, where we talk about the saltiest commander cards or cards in Magic in general. Today we're going to talk about one that's actually in all formats right now and is seeing play in a lot of the different formats, and we'll talk about how salty it is. So let's take a look at the card. And that card is the ever-broken Sheoldred the Apocalypse, which is 2 and 2 black. So 4 mana, Death Touch. Whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. And whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. This card has, since it came out, seen a lot of play in Standard. It's seen a lot of play in Commander, Pioneer, almost a lot of different decks run this card. Just because it's so good for 4 mana, you gain 2 life whenever you draw a card, and you're at least going to gain 2 life every turn when you draw your cards. But there's multiple ways to draw cards. It took over for a bit in Mono Black, and then did some bans, and it also took over as like Esper Legends and stuff like that, where you're drawing a bunch of cards to gain life and pinging your opponent and stuff like that. And so is this card salty? No. Nah, it's not salty. Just run more interaction. That is what I always say. I think this card can be annoying and it gets out, especially as a commander. It can be a little bit annoying because you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to try to make you draw cards with different ways, so you're going to be drawing different cards. It's really crazy if you see this drop and a Nekusar deck, in the 99. As a commander, it's not that hard to do because you know it's coming out, you know kind of what to expect and stuff like that. With the 99, it can be a little annoying because it's gonna pop out, it's going to get you, and then you're like, oh no. But you know what? That's why I say run more interaction, run counter spells, run removal, get rid of it. Because this can't stay on the battlefield because they're going to get the value. In Standard, in Pioneer, and Modern, if this hits the battlefield, they're gonna gain the value. I run in a deck, I draw a bunch of cards in, and the goal is to try to gain life back quickly so that I can, gain a life, and then you're stuck with a 4 or 5 Death Touch. In Standard, we'll see what happens. There's still plenty of removal. There are so much ways to get rid of this card, and so is this card salty? No. Can it be annoying? Yes, but run more interactions. What I'm always going to tell you, you can get rid of the card and play it. Play the card. Have fun with it. It is a good card. It's expensive. There's a reason it's expensive. Should you run it? Yeah, if you're running black in a deck, you should have this card in your deck if you can get it. You're like, oh, it's expensive. Well, that's fine. There's ways to do it. You can always press something. You can always trade a bunch of your cards to get the card, things like that. But there you go. Is Sheoldred the Apocalypse salty? Nah, just run more interaction. I want to thank you guys so much for being here. Let us know in the comments below your salty cards you'd like to see featured. And as always, we'll see you next time.